You know, I don't mind strength puzzles, I just mind how slow they are.
Yeah, I really wish they would. Even in the most recent iteration of strength puzzles, it's fucking slow.
I like how in Gen... I don't actually like this, but I kind of thought it was funny how in Gen 7, they just omitted strength puzzles entirely, and they're just, like, push a block into a hole directly behind it.
It's either that or it's the typical 3 rocks in a row.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
that
push like
too.
the one over, like that's the most difficult strength puzzle you're seeing in Gen 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of sad. I've been playing, okay, I played Animal Well and Crosscode, not, like, relatively close to each other, but I have played both those games recently, and both of those games actually have really well-done puzzles, and it makes me glad that video games can still have good puzzles.
Yeah, not all video games are for babies.
I was honestly worried that, like, we were past the point of needing good puzzles in games, and we've just, like, somehow decided as a society that that's not necessary anymore. So I'm glad, I'm glad. Although I did quit playing Crosscode because of the puzzles, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, they're amazing puzzles. Let me tell you, this game puzzles fantastic. Oh, why'd you stop playing it then? Oh, the puzzles it kind of
Look,
sucked
the
actually.
puzzles in isolation are really good. The reason I stopped was because the dungeons that the puzzles were inside are like an hour and a half long. It's just like mentally taxing. If they were spread out more, or yeah, just less concentrated in general, I probably would have sticked with the game longer, but the isometric, like, imagine playing A Link to the Past or some 2D Zelda, but there was platforming in it, like auto jump platforming, like Ocarina of Time. I am not really a fan.
That does sound kind of annoying. Yeah, what is it? Is it like Pokemon Ledges or
Oops.
something?
Yeah, kind of. There's like ledges, but there's also like I just said, the Ocarina of Time 3D Zelda auto jump where you have to jump to planes that are on the same level as you, but the perspective is the game is really pretty, but the perspective is really bad, so it's always really hard for me to tell what I'm supposed to be jumping towards.
The perspective was my problem with completely unrelated game, but Final Fantasy VII, when I tried to
Oh
play
yeah.
that game, I
Yeah.
could, like, in the very first area, there's a ladder you climb up after fighting like some soldier enemy or some shit. I was lost, could not see the ladder, had no fucking idea I could walk.
In the international version, they actually added in the ability, I think if you press select, it puts a little Mickey Mouse hand over all of the enterable areas.
Really.
Yeah, over all like the doors and ladders you can interact with and enter. That was not in the original Japanese version, which is funny to me.
Did they do that for quality of life or because they're like, oh, stupid Americans can't see?
They did it because that was like a major complaint in the original release. People in Japan were playing the game like, dude, I have no idea what the hell is going on. And in the area, spoiler, in the area where Eris dies, there's
What?
there's a part. It's just like a mess. It's like an outside area where there's tons of houses and stuff, and it's just almost impossible to tell what you're even like looking at.
Next, you're gonna tell me it was Sephiroth coming from the sky or
Dude,
something.
you are not gonna believe this. Everybody loves Tifa.
I didn't know Barrett was a character until I played the game. There's a dog that I see in promotional material. Still to this day, have no fucking idea who that is.
Yeah, it's Red 13.
What?
It's Red 13. He's the 13th one. How the fuck do I get out of here? Can I get out of here?
You have to move her out of the way first.
Okay, there we go.
I genuinely have no idea who that is though. Like I've never seen him in anything aside from like pictures of the group. Don't know what he does, don't know where he comes from. Like I knew everyone else that's there. Like Barrett I kind of knew. I know fucking Cloud, Aerith, Eris, whatever her name is supposed to be, Tifa, and like Barrett's like group. I don't know what they're called, but I know they exist.
Avalanche.
Yeah, and then like random dog.
Yeah, all of the characters in the game have some kind of plot relevance. but half of them really don't really do anything. It's like Cloud and Tifa are the two most relevant for the entire game, but
Why is Sephiroth like evil? I don't understand why Sephiroth's such a dick. Like he's just a super soldier like Cloud is, right? Like I never understood that.
I can. Well, did you get like the Nibelheim flashback scene?
I don't know. I played that game for a while. I beat the first dungeon, got out, met the squad, got Tifa in my party, and got too bored to care anymore.
Okay, I can explain it to you if you care enough.
I saw I don't know if it's a flashback, just young Cloud and Tifa were talking about some shit or something. I don't remember. It's been like 2 years since I played the game, but yeah. Also, Genova's the Sephiroth's mom or some shit.
See, that's what the game leads you to believe, but it really has nothing. Okay, do you want me to like explain this shit?
How important is it for my gaming knowledge without needing to play the game? Because I want to play the newer one when it's fully released. That game looked cool, but I don't have a PlayStation.
Well, the remake is like it's not actually like a remake, it's like a retelling. It has a different plot.
Okay.
I think the remake actually does intend for you to know the plot of the original game, to know why the different stuff is important in its own way. So basically, Sephiroth was just like a super soldier like Cloud. When they get to Nibelheim, which is Cloud's hometown, I think. I forget the town names a lot. When they get to Nibelheim, Sephiroth finds this like secret library, like this lab, where it turns out that Sephiroth is a genetically grown super soldier. He spends like a week straight in there learning about his history, and he basically just goes crazy from all the revelations that he goes through. What the game leads you to believe is that Jenova is like his mom, basically. Like Jenova was the reason for Sephiroth's creation. But what Jenova actually is just a fucking space alien that goes from world to world destroying them. But it was captured and experimented on.
The sentient black hole.
More or less. I think like Sephiroth does have Jenova cells, but that doesn't really have anything to do with much, I don't think. I don't know. When I post this inevitably, hopefully somebody in the comments will be able to give a better explanation. But basically,
Or maybe if I play the game on stream, I'll care enough to finish it.
yeah, you do have to be in a certain mindset to play that game nowadays. It's very slow.
I really hate Final Fantasy gameplay, at least the earlier ones, because I think you told me that later ones don't have the limit waiting bullshit, but I despise having to sit there and wait for a bar to go while my enemy attacks me 3 times. That shit's not fun. I don't like waiting.
Well, I can tell you that Final Fantasy V is pretty good about it. It still has the bar shit, but there's so many... Like, really early on, you get the Time Mage, which lets you cast Haste, and Haste makes your bar basically instantly fill up whenever you do an action. So you're always doing stuff in that game, but it does have the bar stuff. 5 definitely understands that there's no point in waiting, because when you get into an encounter in 5... When the battle starts, your bars all, like, start empty, but then they immediately fill up because the game knows that, like, waiting for that shit is really dumb.
Yeah.
So at least, like, that game understands that, yeah, just waiting for the bars to fill up while you get beaten on just sucks ass. But that's another thing with 7, is that, like, not only... The pacing is so slow in and out of battle, and there's really no getting around it.
Yeah, I was trying to care about the story, but like it was just going so slow that I just wanted to mash to get to gameplay where I was still mashing, waiting for my button to appear.
I mean, Final Fantasy VII Original definitely goes in my list of games I like, but not for the gameplay. Because the story and characters are really good, but you do have to suffer through some of the most sluggish gameplay ever to experience it.
You have to suffer through the game.
Pretty much. Advent Children is a sequel, for the record.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a sequel movie.
Is there a movie of the original?
There might be, otherwise your best opportunity is probably just like watching someone's no commentary playthrough and mashing L whenever there's not someone talking.
Can someone just read it to me? I don't want to. I don't want to have to read through an entire old JRPG game in a video of someone mashing. I don't want to do that. So how do you intend to get through this one? Just more sleep and shit?
Yeah, I'd pretty much have to do the same strategy for every single fight.
So what compelled you to do Butterfree only in every video game?
Well, it started as Pokemon Yellow was like one of two possible first games I ever played. And when I was playing Yellow, you can't beat Brock with just a Pikachu, at least not easily. And Butterfree was my choice of Pokemon for beating Brock because of confusion.
Yes, the four times weak to rock Pokemon.
Well, Brock doesn't have any rock moves, so it didn't matter.
What a useless rock trainer. But then again, all trainers in fucking Kanto suck.
But you know how a lot of people just like take their starter and just sweep the game with it. That was basically me, but with Butterfree.
The starter Butterfree.
Pretty much. The reason why I'm doing this is just because I'm like, I don't know, I wonder how plausible it is to beat the whole series up to Gen 5 with a shitty Route 1 bug.
What's stopping you with only Gen 5?
One, I don't know if Gen 6 and onwards are like easily hackable like this. And two, I don't like them.
I don't see a big issue with Gen 6. I think it's a cool addition to the series. It's just too easy.
Well, yeah, I guess that is another thing. I mean, I don't like Gen 6.
I like the region and shit. I think it's cool. I think the area itself is interesting. And like the new Pokemon, some of them are underwhelming, but it's pretty cool. Adding Fairy was cool. Good addition. Like I think Gen 6 did well. It's just you know, it's way too fucking easy.
Gen 6 is the definitive turning point in the series where it starts to become worse.
I guess the other thing about it is that it's the real start of rivals that don't do a damn thing.
Yeah, that game has... I mean, that doesn't actually have 5 rivals, but I like to think of that it does, just because it helps my point.
Who's the 5th?
Aren't there like 5 friends that you start the game with?
There's 3 useless friends, and then the player character and the player character that you didn't choose.
Oh, okay, so there's only... Okay, so there's 1 less.
Yeah. There's technically 5, but in the game, for gameplay, there's 4.
Also, the plot is laughable.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing, especially after now playing through Black and White. It's like, those stories, that was an actual fucking story. And then they go to, what the hell is Gen 6 and 7?
7 is like, not Ultra, because I think Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon kind of undoes some of the cool stuff, but Sun and Moon's plot did have some interesting things about it, I will admit.
6 is fine, just too easy. 7 is the worst Pokemon game in my opinion, by a large margin.
I liked it at first, but the longer I played it, I was like, man, I really don't like this at all, actually. Okay, I've never bought Gen 8, but I have played it, and I tried to do a Butterfree solo run. I got to the Fire Gym, and I got one-shot critical hitted by the Gigantamax Gym Leader's Pokemon, and I was just like, ugh, I don't care, and I just stopped playing.
Would you consider it cheating if you have Pokemon that use abilities that are, like, actually useful for helping you?
Yeah, because the idea is supposed to be that, theoretically, I would always only have Butterfree. I just can't because of HM shit. I need to actually pay attention. I'm just mashing a Shadow Ball like a damn fool.
I don't see an issue with mashing Shadow Ball like a damn fool. If it works, it works.
Well, it isn't so far, because I keep getting Thunder Waved. Earlier, I was recording Crystal with Mayumi, and I kept getting paralyzed by these Dragonairs, too.
I think both of them have Thunder Wave.
I'm sure they all do. I'm sure even the fucking Kingdra probably has it.
Kingdra? I don't know. I forgot she had Kingdra. Jesus, that's really strong for this game.
Kingdra is the only thing I remember about Claire, really, because it's one of the only times it shows up. And it's not that remarkable.
It's the only time it shows up, and it's only weak to Dragon, and Dragon sucks. Kinda.
I'm sick of this thing living with 1 health. And only using fucking Dragon Rage. Waking up in 1 turn.
Hey, at least it's Dragon Rage and not something that can do more than 40 damage.
I feel like doing 40 damage is actually a pretty significant chunk as far as my out-leveling goes.
I mean, it's a pretty significant chunk, but it could use something like Draco Meteor. I don't think it actually can, but it could be just something like Draco Meteor.
There's no way that Game Freak or whoever would ever give a gym leader Draco Meteor before Gen, like, 7.
What makes you think that they would after Gen 7?
Because I have no idea what happens after Gen 7.
Gym leaders suck ass in later games. The Elite Four and Champion of Let's Go don't even have 4 moves on, like, over half of their Pokemon.
What? How is that even possible?
They just don't, like, if these were real players, like, as these characters, they had to go to the move deleter and purposely make sure that their Pokemon didn't have max number of moves.
Alright, there we go. I hate this stupid Gyarados.
Crazy that the dragon type, or the one that isn't a dragon type Pokemon in the Dragon Gym is the hard one.
Not even necessarily difficult, I just hate that it keeps waking up in 1 goddamn turn. Alright, put it to sleep, use Bug Buzz instead of Shadow Ball. For fuck's sake.
I don't know how I never noticed this until just now, but I like Dragonair's little wings on his head.
Yeah, it's cute.
I thought it was just like little horns or something. I did not realize that it was wings until looking over just now.
Dratini and Dragonite both have good designs, and Dragonite kind of goes in a completely different direction.
I really don't like Dragonite.
I was telling Naomi that it's like, it's kind of got a Barney the Dinosaur cuteness, but it's kind of weird.
My second least favorite pseudo. Because Komo-o is weird.
Is Como-o supposed to be the pseudo from that gen?
Yep.
Okay.
600 base stat total. Dragon fighting type.
Something about that Pokemon just irks me. I don't know what it is.
It's so ugly, I don't like it.
Maybe that's it.
Who's your favorite pseudo?
Probably Garchomp, because I'm a basic bitch. Either that or Tyranitar.
Mine's Goodra.
Goodra is also a good one, because it's... I feel like it should be Water Dragon, but it just
It
isn't.
absolutely should be. It even evolves in rain.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. All I had to do was use my brain and use Bug Buzz instead of Shadow Ball, and I won easily.
I really hope if you get a shiny that isn't the shiny Gyarados, I hope it's a Magikarp that you evolve into Gyarados. It's like, I swear, guys. I swear, I promise.
If I get a shiny Magikarp, I'm not evolving it just because of that.
Guys, you gotta trust me.
I could prove it pretty easily with like the where you caught it, because it wouldn't say.
Unless you find it in the Lake of Outrage.
That would be... You know, I couldn't even possibly be mad about that.
Wait, is it Lake of Rage or Lake of Outrage? Because there's a different area that's supposed to be like the Lake of Rage Outrage called the other.
In original Crystal, like original Gen 2, it's called Lake of Rage. I don't remember if they changed it for this game.
No, then it's Rage in this game. Outrage is in 8. There's a Lake of Outrage in 8.
Okay. Ideally strong, but there's literally no way to do that in Gen 2.
Strong Pokemon in Gen 2? What are you, crazy?
What do you, cringe?
Now, get the Master Ball from me and go do a thing to go get Ho-Oh.
Oh, is that what it is? I'm not gonna do that, but thanks for the Master Ball. I'll use that on a shiny.
You have to.
I have to?
I'm pretty sure you're required to go through the Ho-Oh shit in this game.
God damn it.
You have to go to Violet City or whatever, the Ghost Gym City, and go to where you got Surf. And the Kimono girls are there, and they'll be like, oh, hey, fight all 5 of us. They all have one of the evolutions.
Didn't I do that already?
Did you?
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did that in Crystal, and that's what I'm thinking of. Can I just say, apropos of nothing, that the fact that Wimp Out and emergency exit are the same ability is pretty funny.
I mean, what else were they supposed to be?
I just think that's one of the best jokes in Pokemon, is that it's the same ability, just phrased less pathetically.
What even is that thing called? Golisopod? What does that have to do with anything? Because it's Wimpod and then Golisopod. What's Golisa?
I have no idea. I don't really think about Pokemon names anymore. If I don't get it, I'm just like, it's just a joke I don't get. Whatever. It's a testament to how tanky Umbreon is. It took a stab super effective Bug Buzz from a Pokemon 15 levels ahead. Oh no, a Flareon Fire Blast. What am I gonna do?
Die.
Alright. I'll admit, that did a lot of damage.
It is a stab, super effective move.
I don't know, Flareon sucks ass. I figured it'd only do like 10 damage. Oh no, watch out, it's gonna hit me with Aurora Beam and lower my attack.
I mean, you are 4 times weak to Aurora Beam. And if it has Ice Beam, it's even worse.
I don't think Bug is weak to ice.
Why would it not be? Bug is weak to everything.
I'm looking it up. Wait, I don't know what direction. Okay, it's neutral on both things, so they're just neutral to each other.
Really? I feel like ice would, because like bugs aren't in the cold.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense, but I'm okay with it because Bug has enough crippling weaknesses as it is.
Maybe they changed it. They like to change up type matchups a lot.
Didn't they change one in... They changed some, like, Ghost and Steel are neutral to each other now, as of Gen 8 or something?
It's, Steel no longer resists, Ghost and Dark moves. They're just neutral.
Did Steel really need to be nerfed like that?
Steel is still well, it's not the best, actually. Steel was the best type. It's Fairy now, but Steel is still second place.
It seems weird to, like, make a type that is 90% resistances and then be like, maybe we went a little too far. I will obliterate Ho-Oh. Although both of its types I'm weak to, so it'll obliterate me more often. Or more likely. If this is required, I'm sure I have done it, I just don't remember it all.
You just go, you climb the tower, the Kimono girls summon Ho-Oh, Ho-Oh shows up. Yeah, you fight him, catch him, or kill him, whatever you want to do. And move on with your day afterwards.
I've never done the Lugia Ho-Oh shit in original Gen 2. Why the fuck? I'm in a new area and I'm still fighting Ghastly and Rattata.
Yeah, it's not like they've hit their evolution level or anything.
Like, I couldn't find one more thing?
I think Haunter's rare spawn.
Oh, great. The evolution of
Maybe.
Ghastly after it should have evolved anyway. Jesus, the encounter rate in here is crazy.
Yeah, repels are your best friend.
I'm obviously not going to count, but I would love to know how many encounters I have gone through. And then if I still don't get a, oh nice, if I still don't get a goddamn shiny after all this, then I have a reason to be upset.
I wish we were popular. Then we could have those people that are like, oh yeah, sure, I'll count every single encounter in your Butterfree playthroughs.
Well, the problem is that I would cut out 90% of encounters, so it's like, unless I gave someone every single VOD, which is probably like, eventually gonna be over 100 hours worth of video, I'm not paying anybody to do that. I don't even want to think about it. What the hell? It's a door. Me looking at my house. Nice Maple Story overlay.
Maple Story's kind of hype, though.
You're the first person to ever say that, I think.
I don't know anything about Maple Story.
Not very good, I can tell you that.
Is it not?
No. I mean, it's an MMO, so it's just kind of like...
Oh, never mind. I take it back. I don't like MMOs.
I figured you would have known it was at least an MMO.
I don't know anything about that game.
No. Well, it's an MMO.
MMOs suck.
I have a nostalgia for it, but it's not good.
Doesn't it have good music? I think I've heard one song from the game and it was good.
It does have good music, yes. Good design.
I wouldn't go that far.
You don't like Ho-Oh's design?
I mean, it's cool, I guess, but if you really think about it and look at it real hard, it's Moltres if it got feathers, and Moltres is just Fearow if it got melted in a fucking oven. So realistically, you're looking at a Fearow with extra steps, and is that really cool?
To be honest, I'm just generally partial to Pokemon that are mostly regular things.
Yeah, like a phoenix, the most typical thing you've ever seen.
Well, just a bird. Ho-Oh is just a bird with crazy color scheme.
Magneto actually like a top tier in all of the in the Marvel games, because I don't know what his playstyle would be in a fighting game.
He definitely is in Marvel 2 and 3, and he showed up in the previous, like the games that came out before then, but I don't know. I don't know anything about those games, so he might be good, he might not be.
Which game has the Iron Man like jump, light kick, heavy punch, jump, light kick, heavy punch thing?
That's Marvel 2, and that's not really an... The community calls those infinites, but they're actually just loops that can be looped for quite a while. The game's infinite prevention system is just like, it adds up points to an invisible counter every time you hit with a normal in a combo, and if the points get too high, then the character spins out of the combo and is invincible until they hit the ground.
At least they're invincible.
Marvel 3 actually does have infinites, but basically every character has one, and it's only after a specific thing. This is a very simplified version of how it works, but you can tag other characters in mid-combo, and for some reason that fucks up the game's decreasing hit stun system, so you can just infinite combo people. I don't know if Marvel Infinite has combo infinites, ironically.
It's called Infinite. It's gotta, right? Come
You'd
on.
think so. Unfortunately, it was called that because of the Infinity Stones and not because of anything else. Everyone said it was fun, but it was ugly as shit, so nobody cared.
Fair enough.
Which is, you know, just tragic, really. I mean, it goes beyond just the game being ugly. It had no X-Men, for another thing, and it was a game that was basically designed via committee from Marvel, where it only had, like, MCU-relevant characters and no weirdo picks like fucking Shuma Gorath or Marrow.
Had no X-Men? That sucks.
Yeah, it was made in that time where the Marvel was basically trying... Because the X-Men was, like, owned by Fox or something? I really don't know how it worked, but basically Marvel was being super petty and refusing to use them in anything so that they would eventually be able to buy them back for cheap. I think that's how it worked. And the Marvel and the X-Men as a whole just kind of suffered.